what's going on? Talk to me. How you been?
Good. How are you, David?
I am doing good. So anyway, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
I am a new real estate investor. I never thought that I would be doing or trying to pursue real estate full time. I'm currently a healthcare professional, and that's where that's essentially what's supporting my family right now. But the road has been long. I
Well,
I
tell me how you got tell me how you got into hospitality or not hospitality or
the hospital
hospital. Yeah, like
medicine.
medical. Yeah.
I grew up in. I was actually born in Mexico. I grew up in California, and I had an uncle who was an internal medicine physician and an uncle that was a dentist, and they were very influential in my life, and I looked up to them. So I kind of knew that I wanted to do something in medicine.
How long is schooling for medicine? It's a long time, right?
Yeah, so the road for me, I'm a PA. Basically, we do everything that physicians do. We prescribe, we diagnose, and interpret X-rays and blood work. It ends up coming out to about 7 years after high school.
So you could prescribe medicine.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
One sec, guys. I think we found the. We found the
So
connect.
so basically, yeah, I could prescribe anything essentially, So I practice emergency medicine. So I've
Mm,
been doing it for 11 years. Basically, my goal, my focus is obviously emergency medicine, right? So it could range from anything from an appendicitis to a lady giving birth in the
mm,
emergency room to someone who broke their leg or someone
mm,
who just goes to the emergency room for, hey, I've had this rash for 2 years.
mm.
It
Oh
can
boy.
vary. It can vary significantly what they go to the emergency room for.
Yeah.
To unfortunately a lot of death, we see a lot of that, and
Oh.
it's very rewarding. I love what I do. I love medicine. I think ultimately medical system or is broken in the United States. There's a lot of things that are happening that shouldn't be happening. It's overpriced. There's a lot of people that aren't getting the care that they need. So a lot of different things. But I love medicine. I love my patients. I love taking care of people that are truly ill.
Right.
I really love that. And when I
Mm.
was in college, just a quick little brief.
College did you go to?
I went to St. Xavier University, but that was in Illinois.
Okay.
So,
Oh, right. So you went from Mexico, California, Illinois. What state didn't you go to?
I was born in Tijuana, but I was raised in California,
Okay.
which is right there. My mom and her husband moved to Chicago back then, and when I was looking for college to go to, I wanted to connect with my mom and be close to her and my sister. My sister had moved out there following her,
Mm.
so I started looking for schools out there. So that's where I started. I went to undergrad St. Xavier, and it's pretty much in Chicago.
Mm.
And I owned a home that had a little separate unit on the upstairs that had a separate entrance. And I used to rent that. If I remember correctly, I rented it for like $500 to a college friend.
Oh, nice.
$500 or $600. It was a one bedroom. I don't remember exactly how much I rented it for, but I had that income coming in for years. And I'm like, man, I really like this. I'm like, I think I
Mm.
can. I remember, it. I mean, I didn't use it wisely. It paid my college payment, my car payment.
Mm.
I really liked it, and I always had real estate in the back of my mind. So in 2007, we bought a home to flip, and that failed miserably.
Oh, really? Why?
It was because do you remember 2008,
Okay.
2007, 2008? Like,
The housing crash, right?
correct. It was a huge crash. So we were at the end of the height, of the market, and then as soon as we were done with the flip, it started going down significantly. So we weren't able to sell the house.
Oh boy. So what happened to the house?
I mean, eventually, but we kept it as a rental. We
Oh,
kept,
okay, good. So
yeah,
you found
we
you
couldn't,
right. Okay,
yeah.
at least you found something to do with it.
Yeah, we paid for we were renting it, and at least that was paying the the mortgage payment. But we didn't go the traditional real estate, the traditional way that now I know exists. Right, it's a whole nother world.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did it because I was watching all these flip shows. Remember all
Oh
these
my
flip shows,
God. The remember
and
there was one with the married couple that they split up. Then they got the brothers.
yeah, and
Oh.
even before there was another one that they did flips. It was a woman who used to do flips.
Mm,
She used to follow people. They used to buy homes that were inexperienced and
mm,
follow their flip.
mm,
And she used to give them advice. And anyway, I had no idea about hard money lenders and
mm.
about private money lenders. I didn't know about the completely different world.
Yeah.
I remember vaguely hearing like, "Oh, well, my lenders and my lenders," and I'm like, well, I assume they were talking about the bank, right?
Mm.
But anyway, it failed, and that scared me a lot. And then that's when I got into my medical program. And so I had finished my bachelor's, and I went into my medical program, and that was just kind of left on the back burner. But it was always there. That flip, honestly, kind of left things. It was a little scary because I thought, oh my God, I didn't know what I was doing. I screwed it up.
Right.
But as the years went by, then now I thought I knew real estate was the way to secure a secure future.
Mm,
And then after COVID, it's just the economy took a turn for the worse. And then I started thinking of what's going to happen in the next 30 years.
mm.
When are people able to retire? Am I going to be able to retire till I'm 80,
Right,
at
right,
this
right.
rate?
Right.
Yeah. And I think my biggest concern too was what's going to happen with my kids,
Right.
like
Well,
college for them.
we just jumped from like college and we didn't get to where when you got married, how you met your
Sorry.
hubby, your
Yeah.
kids, you know.
Yeah. Right,
You,
right. So I met
you totally
you,
skipped all over that.
you gotta, yeah, you gotta stop me. Got married. Oh, my husband and I were together for like 5 years before we
Mm.
got married. He wanted to get married. I didn't. He
Oh.
basically said, we either get married or I'm gone. So I had to, I think we started dating in 2008, and we had our 14-year-old very quickly. I
Mm-hmm.
still didn't want to get married.
Mm-hmm. No, I know.
And I was like, yeah, why do we need to get married? Anyway, so we got married. We ended up getting married till 2013 is when we ended up getting married.
Okay. And but you
Um,
already had your 16-year-old.
well, we had, no, we had our,
You had
we had him. Yeah.
right before you got married.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's 14 now.
Mm.
So then, life happened. My husband's an ER nurse. Him and I met through a college friend. That's how we met.
Mm.
And
So he's in the medical field as well.
yeah, he's a
Oh,
nurse in the ER. So we're both
I see.
ER
You guys
junkies.
nice. So you guys have the best
Yeah.
parties. Okay, good. Continue.
Sure. Yeah. I'm the prescriber now. So you can't put this out in the public. No. So yeah, so he
I'm gonna make you into a kingpin.
yeah, he's been a nurse in the ER as well. He really likes it, and I think being in the medical field it's provided us a very good life.
Mm.
But again, we want that long-term security. We want
Mm.
we want our investments to be able to grow, and I think what better
Right.
way than real estate. So then we had our daughter. She's 9, pretty much. She's 9 now.
Mm. And you guys were living
In Illinois,
Illinois
right?
still. Okay.
Near Chicago,
Okay.
yeah. We had been talking about moving down here for quite a bit, for like 5 years, but we were scared because it's a cross-country move. I was really happy with the company that, I had a contract with multiple hospitals, so I was with them for 10 years. I was very happy with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why would I move, But the cold is terrible, let me tell you. I don't know if
Right.
you,
Yeah.
wait, you were in New York, right?
I lived in New York. Yeah.
So you know
So
exactly what
I
I'm
know
talking about.
exactly what you're talking about. 14-degree weather. Going
Right.
outside, there's an icicle, right here on your nose. Mm-mm,
Right.
don't like it.
Yeah. So I don't miss it at all. And, some people are like, oh, well, those hurricanes and everything. And I'm like, hey, that's very short lived.
Mm.
Now, the freezing cold, that's a 6 month thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
so finally, then we decided that, oh, and then we had our 2 year old. We have a 2 year
Okay.
old now.
Okay. Okay. So, but you had him. That was in Florida.
No, that was still
Oh,
in near
right. So,
Chicago.
you've been, I think it's a year, right? That you've been here in
Yeah,
Florida?
it's only been a year. We
Okay.
moved here last August, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you,
And all this time I've been thinking, I want to do real estate. I want to do real estate. And in January of this year, we were about to get our home. We decided to build a house here because the market was so crazy when we were trying to move down here.
mm,
We didn't stand a chance. Everybody that lived down here had dibs on the properties, and people were going inspections
mm,
and appraisals, and I didn't feel comfortable with that. So we ended up deciding to build, and around January we were gonna be able to move into this January. We were gonna be
mm,
able to move into the house,
mm.
and um, I started looking at some duplexes in Tampa,
Okay.
and I applied for a DCSR loan, an investor loan. We got approved. We looked at a couple properties. We were going to pull the plug, but
Mm,
then it's like they wanted a 30%
mm.
down payment, and I told my husband, I'm like, how long is this going to take us to get to where we want to be?
Right.
I'm like, we're going to tie up all this capital, and then it's going to take us a while to be able to save up again. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
thought,
Right.
so it was a difficult call for me. My husband thought I was crazy, and I'm like, nope, we're not doing it. And then I found Pace Morby
Mm.
on YouTube.
Right.
I
Right.
saw an
Right.
interview,
You see.
and then the rest is history. You know how that goes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just everybody
So,
got the same story. You got caught on YouTube, just like me and everybody else with Pace Morby and his great idea.
right.
And
So then I blew my mind when I heard sub two and creative finance just blew my mind. So
absolutely.
then, because I just thought like, how is this is a completely different world, and the amount of stuff I've learned since
Yeah.
I've joined the community is like it's like I'm literally back learning medicine. It's like fire hydrant of information. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
about you, but it's like, oh my God, it's so much
It's
information.
it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's fun. Like if you
Mhm.
fall in love with the process of learning all of that stuff, it's
Right.
fun. You could get a little bit anxious because you want, whatever, first deal, second deal, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you really push that to the side and just go step by step and just learn, and you'll be fine. Eventually, it'll come. It
Right.
came for you. Remember,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't get it, and all of a sudden you got it, and like, oh, you see.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So,
Well, the that deal in Tampa that I got is currently in escrow, so we're closing uh,
ooh,
October 9th. So
October
we'll
9th.
see.
That was what's today? Today's the
We
October
still have
9th.
another month.
We still got another month. All right, cool.
Yeah,
So,
because the seller, so this home, the seller is demented,
mm,
and the family needs time to place her in an assisted living facility.
mm-hmm,
So they needed 30 to 60 days to be able to place her, get all the furniture and everything out.
mm,
So we agreed in the contract that we would do 30 to 60 days, and we ultimately ended up deciding let's just give them the 30 days.
mm-hmm,
This house we got through our VA, a lead from our VA, and she it was a month and like 2 weeks after we got the VA that this lead came in, and um, I were just really grateful, to be honest. We don't even know.
yeah,
Um,
girl.
I
You
just
know we're
think we,
celebrating October 9th, right? I'm
yeah,
going
I
over
think,
there with a box of cigars.
yeah.
You know,
What?
yeah,
Cigars?
yeah, cigars. That's how you celebrate cigars.
Yeah,
I know you don't drink, so
I
we'll
don't
give
smoke
you.
either.
Well, I'll do both. Jesus, okay.
You'll have to do both, yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
and we'll
yeah.
celebrate. The October 9th.
October 9th is the
October 9th.
closing.
So,
And then I was lucky enough to partner with Rhea Campbell and Alexa, and we're closing September 8th
mm.
on a home in Sarasota, and
Campbell's
that's
no
gonna,
joke. Campbell's no
Mm,
joke.
I know.
She's nice. She's nice.
She inspired me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she
nice.
inspired
Let me
me.
tell you, I see her from afar. I think I told you I was gonna reach out to her. I have not reached out to her yet. I don't know why.
Why?
I feel like I'm not worthy yet. But she's nice. Like even as some of the things that she puts up on her Facebook, I'm like, yo, you could tell she's on another plane. You know.
And she's very good staying active on social media too.
Yeah, she's good. I don't know how she does it, but she's good. If I got time like today, I didn't really have time to even go on Facebook. You
Hmm.
know. So I bear.
Her mom just passed away.
Oh no, she
Passed
just went to
away
see her
2 days
mom.
ago. Yeah, she passed away 2 days ago. Yeah.
Nah, damn.
Yeah. And she had dementia, so that was
Mm,
kind of
wow,
difficult for her family, you know.
wow.
But she raised a great lady, and
Mm,
it sounds like they had a great life. So that's good memories to have, you know.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
So I think the next big thing that I'm excited about is the mastermind. We'll see where that
Oh
takes me.
yeah,
I'm
damn.
hoping that that'll take me
I'm
to
so
another level.
jealous. I'm mad jealous. So when you get back, I'm gonna be a sponge. And I'm gonna try to take everything that you learn,
Yeah,
cause I cannot make it, but I really do want to go.
yeah,
That
right.
would have been
Yeah.
fun.
There's gonna be more masterminds. You
Oh,
can,
there will be. I thought that was
yeah.
the last one.
Well, that's the last one in person, is what they're saying.
Okay.
So I don't know. Do you really think Pace is not going to do masterminds anymore? I'm sure he's going to do them.
I don't know
Um,
this guy. He's doing everything right now. I don't know how
yeah.
he's doing
So
it.
I wonder if maybe he's going to do virtual ones that are, I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't know what's going to happen,
You,
but Pace has a lot of ideas, and
yeah,
I'm sure he's going to have something for the sub two community that is the next level
yeah,
from
yeah.
sub two, and I don't think that he's going to let this go. Like he'll have
Hmm.
something.
Yeah,
So
but
we'll see what happens.
there's an element of like going away to do something together that makes it
Mhm.
more intriguing than the virtual thing. You know what I mean? Like I
Right,
like meeting
that's
up.
true.
Yeah, I like meeting up in the meetups. I like being with people.
Oh
The
yeah,
Zoom thing.
for sure.
You could get zoomed out real quick.
Yeah, I think after COVID, everybody got used to just like we no longer do in person meetings at work where they're all
Yeah.
Zoom, and that was, I remember before COVID, it was like you had to be there in person, and so I
Yeah,
think we've
yeah.
all gotten comfortable with COVID, but I mean COVID with Zooms, but
Yeah,
since COVID, I think the one on one connection has kind of decreased a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
people just got more comfortable with working from home and Zooms. And I think if social media was already huge
Mm,
after COVID, forget it. Like it
mm-hmm.
exploded, right?
Yeah.
It's a good and bad thing, right? Because then that takes away a lot of the social
It's a
interactions that we
it's
need.
definitely a gift and a curse. I've been working by myself since 2014, IT, because everybody's in New York. So it's difficult because,
So
I don't
you're
get to,
working.
I work from here. This is my spot, like 24/7. So the minute I got an excuse to get out, I'm coming out.
Hey, Pace is coming to the Tampa sub two. Did you see?
When?
It's either the 24th or the 26th. We're not sure yet. He's yet to announce it. But the
Oh,
Tampa meetup, I'll send it to you.
yeah, send it to
He's
me.
gonna be
Damn.
there.
That's a Sunday, I think, the 24th.
I think so, and I think the 26th is
Is it
Tuesday.
Tuesday? I hope it's the 26th.
I work the 26th. I'm
Get
at the
out of here.
hospital. Yeah, but I can start looking for to see if someone can switch with me. I can try. I can only try. But if I can't, then I'm gonna see him 2 weeks later.
Oh boy, this thing got
Because the
annoying.
mastermind's October 4th. So,
Right. Damn. The I come back from New York on Monday. That's why. The
oh,
25th.
oh, when are you going to New York? For what?
I'm not sure.
Work?
It has to be sometime next week. I gotta go take out the ticket soon for work. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and I gotta be there the 24th. because one of my clients, that's his birthday. He's like, you gotta stay for my birthday, that type of thing.
Oh,
So I gotta
yeah.
come back Monday. But anyway, all
Yeah.
right, cool. I'm gonna wrap it up right here, because I
Okay.
know that you gotta get going. I gotta get going, and yeah, you did
Awesome.
good.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to this interview. Sorry I was a little scatterbrained, but
Don't worry, we'll get used to it.
I'm sure it'll get better.
You're gonna, yeah, you did great though.
Thank you.
You did good. So, but you'll get used to it, I think.